Now, there was quite some political activity over the weekend, which included the launch of the MPP manifesto with just months to the elections. During his address at the launch of the party's manifesto, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia disclosed that the MPP will construct an airport in the central region. Listen.
The people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that. An airport makes a lot of sense in Cape Coast. So we have a major promise, a policy initiative, which will say that all tertiary students, except teacher and nursing trainees who will be on allowances, but all tertiary students will now be able to get the option to obtain a student loan without the requirement of a guarantor. You should vote for more for Nana so that he will provide the leadership of service to deliver on our promises, the leadership for service to protect our progress, and the leadership of service to transform Ghana for all.
Aviation expert Kojo joins me with some perspective to this. Does it make business sense, Kojo, to construct an airport in the central region?
Hello, Darrell. Thank you. In my personal opinion, I believe, given the closeness of the Takoradi, airport to Cape Coast, it will make much more, sense to expand the Takoradi airport for now. Because as it is now, even prior to COVID, we're not having that much traffic, to the airport. So looking at post-COVID, it's going to take a whole while, a bit longer for traffic to even get back to pre-COVID. So for now, I think it's more prudent to build and expand the Takoradi airport than to build a new one in Cape Coast. But that's my personal opinion anyway. The government might know better. If the idea is to build an airport in all the regions, then eventually that might be it. But in my opinion, I think it will make much more sense to expand the Takoradi airport as well.
All right, and just if you could just keep your device stable for us, we are sort of losing you throughout your presentation. Now, we are also getting some figures on the impact of COVID-19 on the aviation sector here in Africa. Now, ITA projecting some 3.5 million jobs in Africa's aviation space are likely to be lost. Now, only in June, Kojo, the GCAA mentioned it had lost 95% of its income as a result of the ban on foreign travel. So now, how crucial is it that we reopen our borders, seeing that tentatively we are looking at September?
Yes, as it is now, the aviation industry is one of the industries that took the hardest hit. The job losses, span across the whole sector of the aviation industry, from airlines, from the aircraft manufacturers, from the catering service, from the cabin crew, even the tour agencies. I mean, the hotels, it's very long-standing. So opening up the borders will help in a long way to quicken the recovery, because whichever the case, we have to recover. So many jobs have lost. I mean, the whole worldwide, we are looking at 25 million jobs that have been lost and more. You understand? We have airlines that have laid off their whole fleet. We have almost half of the A380 fleet aircraft in Europe have been grounded. We have Qantas Airline grounding their whole A380 fleet. We have so many pilots losing their jobs and all that. So the earlier we get back to flying, the better it is for the industry and then for the economy as well, for whichever, all the jobs that rely on the airline industry.
And just in a minute, the emphasis has been on reopening safely. So we are told that management of the KIA, Kotoka International Airport, together with Noguchi, is testing a COVID-19 PCR detection kit to test international travelers when the airport reopens. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the right way. I mean, I said earlier on, my earlier interview, that keeping to the protocols, keeping to the right protocols, making sure there's enough testing, making sure that there's enough PPEs to go around for everyone involved. So we have all the agencies involved, from the passengers, from the airport agencies, and for the airlines itself. So if each one play their role, obviously we're going to have a smooth transition from COVID era to probably ending the pandemic. Yeah.
Thanks for making time to join us on The Marketplace.